know, is that exactly how you would usually lunge in?
Yes.
It is.
It's not good.
That's no. I'm not. You know,
Yes.
if you're a normal competition, you usually have them as far out as that,
Yes.
and as far forward as that.
Yes.
Right. Okay. Good.
I do with him, and I try to learn with other.
Okay. Right. Okay. Right. So that's it. That's the one. Right. So let's start off with our run in. Okay. So pretty much at the horse's shoulder. Not in time for the first few steps. In time after that, as far as I'm concerned. So 9. And again, you know, some judges. It doesn't say you have to be in time. I'm speaking too fast.
Yep.
Quite a lot of judges want to see you in step with the horse, okay,
Yes.
which by the middle you were,
Yes.
okay, so fine. Not quite straight in the centre, so a little deduction from there.
Yes.
And then the trot circle. So I'm glad you did that, because no one else has done that today. You put the horse up to canter and then you dropped him back, okay?
Is that bad?
You get a deduction. Yeah, so from next year, okay, I'm talking about from next year,
Okay.
if you put the horse up to canter and you drop him back, you'll get a deduction.
Really?
Okay. Yeah.
Because Lasse always taught us to do it.
Yes.
If the horses were.
Yeah, I
Okay.
do the same
when
thing.
the Volters go
if-
back and it's to spare my horse.
Yeah, so...
So I shall be in canter all the time.
No, when you put him out on his trot circle,
Oh, okay.
the trot circle,
Yes.
don't put him up to canter first, or you'll get a small deduction.
Yes.
Right, so...
It was an accident.
An accident, okay.
Yes. I thought it was when
We-
the Walters get on.
So
Yes.
we also sometimes do the same thing, and
Yes.
there can be reasons why a lunger wants a horse to go up to canter
Yeah, because
and drops him back into a more active trot.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, and that can be beneficial. But if you do that
Next year.
next year,
Okay.
you're going to get a deduction.
Well,
Yes.
A
thank
small
you.
one,
Yes.
but a deduction.
Okay.
So I've taken 1.5 points off. you.
Yes.
Okay, right.
But if you see from the canter and Oliver trot, is it more than 7 now?
Sorry.
Mr.
Yes.
Clardy?
Okay. So
But-
if I'd forgotten about the canter
Yes.
and just looked at your trot circle, you put him out onto the circle. He was certainly at least 16 metres all the way round. He was actively trotting, so it was a working trot. I would have that probably 8.5.
Okay, thank you.
Right.
Because I have worked really hard with his
Yeah.
trot,
Yeah.
and I get yelled out by Lasse every time he sees me.
Well, you know, different people have got different opinions, so I'm only giving you my opinion.
Yeah, thank you.
Right. So let's get on to the main part.
Yes.
Right. We're on A1.
Yes.
You've been here twice beforehand. Okay, so regular strides, 3 beat, clear moment of suspension, some loss of consistent rhythm.
Yes.
Regular strides, 3 beat, moment of suspension, it could be more clearly defined, losing rhythm during the canter.
Yes.
Now, what I saw when the Volta was on there was that we had 7 something. Okay,
Yes.
I thought it was we got 3 beat. This moment of suspension, there was always a debatable point with every horse. Okay, a little bit of loss of consistency of rhythm, just a minor. Okay,
Yes.
so I had him at 7.3 for this one here. With regard to suppleness, okay, I felt that he's still a little tense. Okay, so satisfactory suppleness, shows a little bit of tension. Okay, just as a general outline as far as the horse is concerned. So I had him at 6.6, and then with regard to the next one, because he's behind the pole,
Yeah.
he's behind the vertical, right?
Go downhill.
Yeah, yeah. Now I gave him a 5.7 and not a 5.0. Okay, because I've seen, it depends how far behind the vertical is he.
Yes.
So he was behind the vertical, but you would see horses that are even further behind the vertical.
Yes.
So that's why I put him up to 5.7.
Yes.
So if we're looking at this score, it gives you an average score of 6.5.
Yes.
If you were scoring that horse and not doing this system and averaging it out, because he's behind the vertical, a lot of judges would have that score lower. Okay, so
Yes.
if we're just looking at the sheet here, where it takes us down to the 5,
Yes.
we can't go all the way from a 5 up to a 6.5. We could maybe go up to a 6.
Yes.
So this score in this sheet, the way we've done it here, because we're explaining what we've done, is actually greater than
Yes.
you would necessarily get. Okay.
Yes. And even Werner with the sidelines, even if
Longer.
I
Make
get
them
them
longer.
longer, he still
Goes
get the
down.
nose down.
And you can't put them higher up. No.
We try, but he go deeper with the nose. He do that.
Right. Okay.
So we
yeah.
sometimes we say, okay, how do we learn him that?
Right, so moving on to impulsion, I thought you had them pretty forward going. That's on this sheet here. So fairly good energy and activity. That was pretty good. You know, it was just basing on the 7. Should show more. It was definitely better than should show more energy.
Yes.
He was fairly active throughout the test. So 7 there, and that's why I've given him that one.
Yes.
Straightness, he was slightly turned. Was he turned to the outside? Was it the inside?
You didn't
Slightly,
say anything.
slightly turned to the inside. I didn't see anything. At times he was slightly turned to the inside.
Yes.
Okay, so that's why I have him on 7 there. So he's not fully straight.
No.
Okay.
Sometimes he
expect the bent on the
lay in
circle.
my hand.
Yeah.
on the
Okay.
inside.
And then this one here is collection. I was trying to watch his footfall, and apart from the fact because he's down, he doesn't have an uphill tendency because he's down in the head a little
Yes.
bit, so you don't see a real uphill tendency. Also, if you watch his hind feet to his front feet, they didn't look to be going as far forwards as you would have liked, which is consistent with what we've talked
Yes.
about there. So that's why he's at 6.7,
Yes.
giving you an average score of 6.9.
Yes.
And on this one, okay, that score's about probably where I would have had him anyway. If I was just putting a score on the sheet, it would have been 6.7, 6.8, somewhere around about there.
Yes.
Submission, regularity, circling, all in the submission part, right? So the submission part, item number 3. Again, specifically judging them as we how we have to judge them. Is there some resistance or is it without resistance?
Yeah.
So when you looked at him on the circle, you were having to push him on, so obviously there has to be some
Yes.
resistance here. So it's not a 7, it has to be a 6 something.
Yes.
Regularity, okay, so as far as a horse in canter, is he regular canter throughout the entire test? Actually, in my opinion, I thought he was, you know, when the quarters were on, you had him going forward, it was regular throughout the whole test.
Yes.
That's why I'm at 7.4.
Yes.
And circling, was he out on the circle? Okay, yeah, absolute circle, not less than 16 metres, yes. Now, equally as I could have had this one slightly lower, I could have had that figure there slightly higher.
Yes.
So, albeit this figure here could be slightly lower, this figure actually could have been a 7 something from what was happening from the submission of the horse on the circle, because he did what you were asking him.
Yes.
And finally,
Give you some
no, you've always got
I can decide.
right. So then takes us to the last part, your aids. I thought in general your use of generally your use of the whip and the aids you gave both at front and back were pretty good. You were nice and light contact on the front, but you were pretty much in time with the whip when you wanted to go up a little bit.
Yes.
So I had you on an 8 there. With regard to the next point down, which is our lunge line sometimes lost a little bit
Yes.
of,
Yes.
got a little bit sag.
And that's my. Sometimes I don't
Just
come.
just a little bit too slow.
Yeah, yeah.
And
I'm
that's
too
what
slow.
gives that one okay. And then as far as your own posture, 8.59, okay. I put 8.5, but it could easily just as easily have been a 9
Yes.
for that part there. Right. So, what questions do you have?
I don't think I have any questions because the thing I work with now is to learn him to go uphill.
Yeah.
So this one,
yeah, that one there's one we could certainly
yes,
work on.
and
Definitely.
this point is pretty much what I get to the Danish.
The difficulty with all of this, and it's what we'll no doubt mention later on tonight, is the judges have to judge off of these sheets, or that's what
Yes.
they're supposed to do. And these sheets came straight from the FEI handbook for a dressage test.
Yes.
And you're not doing a dressage
No.
test, and
No.
you don't have the same age you can use as you would use in a dressage test. So it's not always easy then.
No.
But actually, you did a really good job.
Yes.
Yeah, you did.
And
you,
then
and,
godt
and,
i dag, så det gjorde han slet.
He's a
and you,
secure
and you
horse.
also did a really good job.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I think it's very, very good.
Okay.
Thank you. As not the points, but
No, no.
you're telling,
Okay.
you're explaining.